both sides of the cylinder is 2A. This is the electric flux. So students, I hope you are enjoying your study sitting in your homes. As you know, corona is going on, which is very deadly. So stay at home and stay safe, but work hard and pay attention to your studies. Now I will take the second application of that theorem. I have told you the first application, infinitely long wire. Now today's topic is electric field intensity. Electric field intensity at a point due to an infinite thin sheet of charge. So we have a thin sheet of charge which is given a positive charge and its surface charge density is sigma. Sigma is the surface charge density. Q is the charge, electric charge given to the sheet. Since the sheet is very thin, same charge spreads on the other side of the sheet, and you know that surface charge density is charge per unit area. Now we want to find the electric field intensity at the point P. To find electric field intensity, electric field intensity E at the point P. So what we do, as you have done in the previous lecture, draw a Gaussian surface through the point P. So the Gaussian surface, it is a cylinder. Here the electric field intensity you want to find. Due to this charge, electric field intensity is E. Now these are the circular caps. By symmetry it is clear that the electric field intensity is perpendicular to the length of the sheet on both sides. This is the direction of electric field intensity on both sides of the sheet, and the area of the circular cap is A. A is the area of the circular cap. As you know that electric flux is the number of electric lines of force which is passing normally through the surface. The electric lines of force, that is flux, is parallel to these sides but passing here. This is the electric flux which is passing through the circular caps on both sides. So what is the value of the electric flux? This is the Gaussian surface which I have drawn. Gaussian surface. So it is the surface which is drawn around the point P where the electric field intensity is to be calculated. Then electric flux through the Gaussian surface. Through the Gaussian surface, phi is given by E multiplied by the area, and area of both sides of the cylinder is 2A. This is the electric flux passing through the circular caps, that is through the Gaussian surface. Now using the same theorem, Gauss's theorem in electrostatics, you know that what is Gauss's theorem, statement of Gauss's theorem? Total electric flux. So using Gauss's law or Gauss's theorem in electrostatics, phi is equal to Q over epsilon naught. What is Q? Sigma A over epsilon naught. Then from equations 1 and 2, from these two equations, E into 2A is equal to, from equations 1 and 2, we get E into 2A is equal to sigma A over epsilon naught. A cancels, you get the value of E, which is equal to sigma over 2 epsilon naught. So one point should be noted, there is no mention of any distance of the observation point P from the sheet. It means this expression is independent of the distance of point P. So it does not depend upon the distance of the point from the sheet, it is same for all points, only depends upon the surface charge density. So it is due to thin sheet of charge. If the sheet is not thin, then the result will change. Here you will get a sigma over epsilon naught. If we have two sheets of charge, and they are held parallel to each other. Now I take example which is resembling it, and I take two sheets of charge which are held parallel to each other. They are positively charged held parallel to each other. Sigma A and sigma B are the surface charge densities. Now these two parallel sheets divide the space into three regions. These two sheets, which are positively charged having different charge densities, they divide the space into three regions. Region number 1, which is left to both the sheets, region number 2 in between the two sheets, and region 3, which is to the right of the two sheets. Now they will produce electric field. We want to find the value of the electric field in all the three regions. First we will take sign conventions. The distance measured along the positive x-axis is positive from left to right, and when we measure distance from right to left, the distance is negative along the negative x-axis. Similarly, the electric field from left to right will be positive. E will be positive along this direction, and it will be negative along this direction from left to right. Same sign convention. So what will happen in region 1? in region 1, what is the electric field intensity? It is equal to electric field intensity due to this sheet will be equal from right to left. This will also produce electric field which is also from right to left. Due to both the sheets, the electric field intensity is from right to left. It means both the electric fields are negative. So net field will be equal to minus sigma A over 2 epsilon naught plus minus sigma B over 2 epsilon naught, which will be minus 1 over 2 epsilon naught sigma A plus sigma B. This is the electric field intensity in region 1. Net electric field intensity is given by this. In region 2, that is in between the two plates, the electric field produced by this sheet is perpendicular to its length EA, but this is in opposite direction EB. What will be the electric field intensity here? So net field in second region will be equal to sigma A over 2 epsilon naught. This is positive, second is negative, minus sigma B over 2 epsilon naught. So net will be 1 over 2 epsilon naught sigma A minus sigma B. And what will happen in region number 3? In region 3, that is towards the right of both the plates, electric field intensity produced by both is from left to right. Both are positive. Therefore, in this region, the electric field intensity will be sigma A over 2 epsilon naught plus sigma B over 2 epsilon naught, both are positive, 1 over 2 epsilon naught sigma A plus sigma B. This is 3. So these are the electric field due to two thin sheets which are held parallel to each other and in 3 regions. If I take the special case, that is when special case is when lastly special case when sigma A is equal to plus sigma and sigma B is equal to minus sigma, means both the plates are oppositely charged. What will happen? Then in region 1, sigma A, sigma minus sigma 0. Electric field intensity in region 1 will be equal to 0. In region 3 it is also equal to 0. E1 is equal to E3 is equal to 0. It means no electric field exists outside the two sheets, that is in the region left to both the sheets or to the right of both the sheets. But in region 2, put here region 2, what will be the electric field intensity in region 2? Only the electric field intensity exists in region 2, which will be 1 over 2 epsilon naught sigma minus sigma, it is equal to positive of sigma, and the result will be equal to 2 sigma over 2 epsilon naught sigma over epsilon naught. So students, this was today's problem. how to find the electric field due to two thin sheets of charge. I hope you understand. If you have any problem, you can ask. If you have followed, then it is all right. So again, I advise you to stay at your homes, work hard, stay safe. If you have to go outside due to some reasons, then put on the mask on your faces. So never go without the faces. Keep healthy, keep yourself in good health. If you keep good health, then you can enjoy your life. That's all. Thank you for attending the lecture.